Saudi should restructure its voting pattern during the elections. Professor Sagay speaks on Senate leadership. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Please subscribe to our channel. To get notified when we post hot juicy news updates, please click on the notification bell. Professor Sagay, chieftain of the All Progressive Congress APC and chairman Presidential Advisory Committee Against Corruption PACAC, has said that the Southeast region should restructure ways it uses votes during the elections so that it will have better bargaining power for the share of political officers. Reacting to questions during the chat with the Daily Independent concerning agitation for the Senate presidency, Professor Sagay said that for the sake of equity, it should go to the South, but raised the concern that the Southeast region has always had the habit of putting all its eggs in one basket in politics. Commenting further on why the South should have it, he said, I agree with that, and in this kind of situation, one should not punish any group. Again, it is a very complex situation, and I would say that the Southeast particularly has a bad habit of putting all its eggs in one basket in politics. Before, it was the People Democratic Party, PDP. Everything was in PDP. This time, it was in the Labour Party. They have that bad habit, and so when they lose, the loss is total. They should reconsider that situation and restructure the way they use their vote. But apart, you cannot ignore one part of the country because they did not vote for you. He added, it must receive part of a power structure which comes out of an election. What I say about the Southeast particularly is that even though this happens in this question of 100% group voting for one candidate in the presidential election, in the governorship, Senate and House of Representatives election, there was more of an equitable distribution of seats, so that should qualify the Southeast to be entitled to some of the positions of power in the Senate and House of Representatives, Sagay said. On the expectations of Nigerians ahead of inauguration, he said, and I quote, I believe that Nigerians should be calm. I believe Asiwaju is a fair-minded person. He's a good administrator and knows he has to keep everything on an even plane. Appointments must not be lopsided in what it's been done. The whole country has to be taken along, and you can only do that if everybody gets his own fair share of appointment and resources and so on. I believe that he is that kind of person that, from the way he ran Lagos State for 8 years, I believe he will bring that experience and approach to his governance of Nigeria. It is going to be fair and make everybody feel included as part of this country, Sagay added. I love the way he came outside. You see, I like the way he's saying that they should not be given, you should not base allocation of appointment, resources, or funds based on the allocation of the votes given to you. I like that he came outside and hit the nail on the head. Even while he was saying the South issue, restructure the voting pattern. Do you understand? This one, he came outside, he was not siding anybody. And he was not saying, and the thing is, you don't pick, one thing I'll add to what he said is, you don't pick people based off on the people who give you votes to them. What about competence? What about credibility? What about capacity? What about your ability to function or do that particular work well? All these things should be considered. It is not just about sharing it evenly, as in allocating positions evenly. Or appointment evenly. It is also about, are you sure that you're going to be able to deliver? That is the question. The ordinary man in the street of South is better than some of you elites. Why? How is it better now? This man not talking anything wrong, Abi. So who do you expect them to vote for when they have been denying them power since the existence of democracy? He is saying the Southeast, they should not do what? They should not, what's it called? They should not put all their eggs in one basket. But they should distribute it. You understand? And in saying that, he did not say don't give it to the Southeast. He's saying it should not in any way be encouraged that maybe the presidency should now start sharing or allocating position based on the vote collected. That is the wrongest thing to go. This man is always against the Southeast and is here again, professional bigot. You did not read the message very well, Ha. I understand, say this man, they come as I speak against the Southeastern region, but read every message and don't assume that this person, as far as you don't see person, you don't see what the message is all about. Alright. Sagay was right that the Igbos put their eggs into a basket and they are crying to become Senate president. What baffles me most that the All Progressive Government Senate candidates in Eastern States got to vote massively for them, why they could not secure 25% in their state for BAT. Well, for presidency, a lot of them voted for. Look at what happened for presidency. Lots of them voted for the presidency for their own son. When it comes to their own appointments, I mean, Senate, presidency, or whatever, they. Senate president or whatever, they. All right. You are seeking for appointment in this imaginary Tinubu administration. I hope you read the message well. You are not in Nigeria, so up until now, you do not know that Igbos do not vote for any bad politician. And even if that person is their father or whoever. And I think this is one thing the Igbo does. They don't rally around you if you're not. If they're giving you one, they're giving you 100%. That is just it. You're not a Nigerian, so up until now, you never know that Igbos do not vote for any bad politician, even if the person is their father or whoever. If you do not mind, let Dave Umahi contest on the Labour Party. No Igbo man or woman will vote for him. Watch and see what will happen to Hope Uzodinma in the next election. Igbos are people with conscience, not like other parts of Nigeria, mostly northerners, where they go, where they do anything, where they vote for leaders who ask them to vote for them. Okay. Sometimes people who should know always talk like illiterate. It is only the Southeast people that have independent mind on their own in Nigeria. No politician or anybody for that matter will ever tell an Igbo man who to vote for unless they rig the election. Nothing will make Igbo people vote for APC and their corrupt politicians. If you like, marginalize them. They don't care. Because even if you build railway in the north, the Igbos will enjoy it more than any other Nigerian because they're everywhere. Because now they calm down. Reduce this violence. There is no need for them to change the voting pattern. To them, Nigeria is a zoo. You that is calling Nigeria zoo, just tell me one thing you buy cheaper than those who do not change the voting pattern. Just tell me one thing you buy in Nigeria, you're enjoying, in Nigeria that others stop allowing politicians to brainwash you people that voted for APC. But for 8 years, you are buying for higher than what we but when they assumed office. And today, you don't think you need to change your voting patterns for a new Nigeria. Well, okay. Go and sleep. Go and sleep. The office you had for 8 years, you did nothing. Corruption goes on. Increase. You are just looking for favor for your selfish interest. All right. Alright, the Southeast is nobody's stooge. They will vote according to their conscience and not at the dictate of APC or politicians. This is also one of their problems as well. Alright, on this note, you have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.